We're live. What's up, guys? How are you guys doing? This is Mobolaji here, reaching out to you from Lagos, Nigeria. And today is yet another special moment. Maybe it's going to be my best moment because I've got an incredible personality here all the way from the United States of America. And this is somebody I call a brother, a friend, and we've been through a whole lot in terms of journey, and I'm just so pumped up because this is someone that inspired me to start my journey, if you understand what I mean, and it's part of the key factors for me to starting the JBY. As a matter of fact, I don't know if you can remember. Oh, okay, I think we lost him. So let's try to get him back.
Hey, can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you now.
Okay, fantastic.
Can you hear me?
Fantastic.
Okay.
I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, so before you went off the air, so I was saying, the first time I had the concept of go beyond yourself, the logo that was designed, I first shared it with this personality right here.
Absolutely, I remember
just
that.
Go for it. You remember? You remember when the logo and I showed the logo? Yeah. So something I have to tell you here is this incredible personality here, okay, is a coach, is a mentor, is a trainer, is a business personality. He's been on stages with well-known people. People like, just give me a sec, let me just show you. People like, let me just check my delivery. So people like John C Maxwell, and this is his own other book, okay? So we'll be talking about his book because he actually, I think the book we'll be talking about today will be his third book, okay? And I'm so excited about this. And I have with me here, Maxwell Adekoje, okay? And what can I say about Maxwell? If I try to start saying what I know about this personality right here, we're not going to end this call, okay? And one thing I can say for sure is someone that is dedicated to impacting. When he reached out to me to say, hey, my third book is out, and I know you love to impact, and I know he loves to impact, I was like, I'm 100% in, okay? And I was like, let's just do this. Let's do this. I can't wait to share the amazing stories, the amazing content within his book, okay? And there's something else you guys need to know. He has committed himself to approximately $250,000 naira to helping passion owners and entrepreneurs, be it small or the struggling ones, because this is something I've known about him for a very long time. And without much ado, I would like to call on stage Maxwell Adekoje. Hey, brother, how you doing?
Fantastic, Mobile. If you don't mind, check your volume real quick. I'm getting text messages that they can't hear you loudly online. Maybe it's our connection in the US, but people comment on mine.
Let me just check from here.
Let's do this. Let's walk it.
Yeah. Let me just do this. Let me just check. Let me check from my side here. Let me just check. Okay. I want to be sure I'm heard because I wouldn't want to miss out on anything here.
So folks, just give us a few minutes. Let's check because I want every single person to get everything I'm going to say today. Everything I'm going to say is, trust me, is going to add value to you. But I want to make sure you're getting this message loud and clear. Okay. So let's do a sound check and make sure that everyone can hear.
I've done the sound check. It's actually...
Mic check. Can you hear me loud and clear?
Just hold on, Matt.
Every single person to get everything I'm going to say. Let's rock and roll. trust me, it's going to add value to you. But I want to make sure you're getting this message loud and clear. Let's do a sound check. Okay, it's good.
Yeah, I've done sound check. It's actually okay.
Fantastic.
So let's get, because I have to be double sure that everyone can hear me, everyone can hear Maxwell, because I wouldn't want anyone to miss out on this particular session. Okay, so I've got Maxwell here. Okay, like I mentioned earlier on, Maxwell has been part of my journey personally. Okay, and he has actually been of great help to me as well. And like I mentioned earlier on, the first logo of the GBY, I actually shared it with him, and he was like, just go for it, brother. And I'm so excited because he will be launching his third book, okay? And he'll be sharing part of the content, and he'll be sharing some other insights. So welcome on board, Maxwell, to today's show.
Thank you so much. Fantastic. Awesome introduction, Mobolaji. You always represent. You're always representing Nigeria. And I love your passion. I love your spirit. If you're not following this guy is a game changer. I want you to go to his page and add yourself to his page. He's going to give you massive value. If you love marketing, Facebook or whatever, you need to follow Mobolaji. He is the real deal. Thank you again for that fabulous introduction, guys. I have spoken on stage with great people. I've been fortunate to speak on stage with people like John C Maxwell, Les Bown, the #1 motivational speaker, and lots more. John Tallarico, Bob Practice Team, that's the wealth coach. I've spoken with great men, and why was I able to speak with all this great?
Before you go further, Maxwell, because I don't know who is more pumped between yourself and myself. Probably if you've forgotten as well, you're actually with Ty Lopez as well. I think, was it last year or year before last year?
Yes.
Actually invited to his house as well. And I remember from this your other book as well. Tracy, what's his name again? Tracy
Morris.
Tracy?
Morris.
Yeah, this Morris. Then I think Brian Tracy too.
Yes.
Actually,
Brian Tracy. That's right. Brian Tracy actually wrote the foreword for my book. The second book is called Higher is Calling. So how you can go from 0 to 10.
So let's take it easy. We're going to release the best for the last. Okay, let's first talk about your first book. What's the name of your first book?
The first book is called Success Unlimited, and this was the first book I wrote. And it just talks about success. It talks about my journey of success. This was the first time I decided to put my life into one chapter in a book. So this book was co-written by great men like Morris is one of the #1 internet guy in the world, and some other great people. So I decided to join hands with them to write this book, and this is my book #1.
Mm-hmm. So talking about this book, I'll just try to give you guys a bit of headliners out of this book. The chapter 1 talks about what makes some people more successful than others. That was actually like the beginning into the international stage, okay, for my brother here, Maxwell, and he collaborated with the likes of Matt Morris, Jason Reid, Francis Abla, then Oliver T. Asher, and some other great personalities there. So I'll suggest, if you don't have this book, go to Amazon. You'll be able to get this book, Success Unlimited, with Maxwell Adekoje. So talking about your second book, what's the title of your second book?
The second book is called Higher is Calling. And what that means is, wherever you are, if you're listening to the sound of my voice, I have a message for you. Wherever you are today, there's a greater tomorrow. If you think that you're at a number 10, I'm here to tell you today, you can go to a number 200. So there's a higher calling in your life. And this book talks about how I went from 0 to millions of dollars. It talks about all the tough times I went through. People talk about the success. Very few people talk about the adversity. I talk about the times in Nigeria when I had no food to eat. How about not having a place to sleep? I'm here to keep it real. I'm not a pumper, I'm not a hyper. I give it to you real, then I take you through the journey to a journey of success.
Now, let me tell the audience out there, if anywhere you are tuning in from, be it in Africa, Nigeria, Ghana, you know, Uganda, United States, UK, because we know we've got loads and loads of audience tuning in right now. Okay, something about Maxwell is this. I happened to be in a venture like some years back, and Maxwell popped out from nowhere. When I say from nowhere, the trajectory was pew, and the next thing I was just saying, Maxwell launched, Maxwell launched. I was like, who is this guy? Who is this guy? Each time I wake up, I check my phone, Maxwell launched, and he moved, like he said, he moved from 0 to the highest scale of that particular venture. And guess what I did? I couldn't hold it anymore. I had to reach out to him. Hey brother, I see what you're doing. Remember, I see what you're doing. How are you doing this? And what he told me was extraordinary. Believe in yourself, go for it, and make what seems very, very big, make it achievable. Because the moment you believe in achieving the unbelievable, the sky becomes your stepping stone. Okay, so this is raw and true life story I'm sharing with you guys here. Like I mentioned earlier on, this guy forms part of my journey, and I'm telling you how I was able to reach out to him. And this also speaks to you guys that are struggling, or there are some things you want to attain in 2021 and some things that you wanted to attain in 2020 that you couldn't achieve. Go out there, look for who is ahead of you, and reach out to them. Reach out to them like the way I reached out to Maxwell, and we are sharing the same stage right now. Because if I've never reached out to Maxwell to help me out, I don't think I'll be here at this moment. Okay, so it is important, okay, that you watch out for people that are already ahead of you in the game and reach out to them. Get a coach, get a mentor, okay, and the sky will become your stepping stone. So thank you so much. I want to use this opportunity again to Maxwell. Thank you so much for guiding me through, and thank you so much for all that you do. Okay, so talking about your second book, okay, can you just give a bit of summary around your second book?
Yeah, fantastic. So the second book talks about my journey, and it gives some key ingredients that I've used to attain the success that I have today. And one of those tools, let me quickly talk about my journey. Yes, I reside in the US currently now. When I came to the US, I applied for an American visa 12 times and got denied. Whoa. I became the masquerade of the town. Yoruba people were saying, Yoruba people call it your jinx. I can't remember how to say it. They said, you are jinx. You cannot get out of this country. I know you want to travel the world and attain big dreams, but he's jinxed 12 times. But I never gave up. I mean, all the stories in this book, I never gave up. I continued going back, even with all the deny, and I finally got that visa to the United States. I came here with $20 in my pocket, and today I'm worth millions. I'm not trying to be braggadocious, but I want to impress upon you that you can go from nothing to what you're dreaming about. You can go from nothing to what you're thinking about right now. And I talk about some of the key principles I use, and one is gratitude. No matter the situation you're in, I don't care how bad you think you're in that situation. There's somebody that's in the situation that's worse than what you have. So you want to be in a place of gratitude, because what gratitude does, it opens up the room so you can get blessed. It opens up the room so you can attract goodness. But when you are in the complaining state, it closes the blessing from coming in. It closes the people you can attract to you that can take you to another level. I say gratitude is the hook that keeps the door open so your blessing can keep coming in.
Whoa. Gratitude, guys, are you getting these golden nuggets here? Gratitude is the hook that keeps the door open to more opportunities, to greater heights. Gratitude is the hook that opens door. It's like in my religion, you know, I'm a religious guy, okay? Part of what we've been taught in Islam is praise your Lord, praise your Creator for your existence. You can see, you can breathe, you can talk, you are healthy. All these are priceless. It is important. It cannot be overemphasized to show gratitude. And most of the gratitude should go to the Almighty because He sees what you don't see. He marks the journey for you. He guides you through. And like Maxwell mentioned, if you don't give gratitude, the door to opportunity will shut. So it is important, like Maxwell advised, to always keep your thoughts, your mind, your mouth open to gratitude. So that's so priceless. It's more like the session I had with one of our guests from South Africa. He made mention of almost exactly that gratitude is key to what brought him to where he is currently, and the same thing applies. So there's always a common factor when it comes to success. There's always a common factor when it comes to elevation. There's always a common factor when it comes to higher ground. And one of these common factors that I've seen over time is what Maxwell mentioned, which is gratitude. Thank you so much, Maxwell, for re-echoing that particular factor.
Yes, great. And the next point I would like to drop before you move on, the next point, and this is key, ladies and gentlemen, this is gold. They say success. I want you to write this down, and if you can type in the comment, I want you to type success leaves clues. This is huge, folks. Success leaves clues. So the next thing I talk about in that book, which is absolute key, is finding your purpose in life. You see, your purpose is what you're made to do. You see, God or whoever you believe in, when you were created with a gift to bring to this world. And that gift is what you do best. You see, let's talk about President Obama. This is what he's good at doing. But if President Obama takes his gift away from leading people, if he takes his gift away from leadership to just playing basketball, this is not his gift, it's his hobby. So I want you to find what you're good at doing. What's your purpose in life? Why are you here? Who are you? What can you do? So I got into a place in my life, I had to discover my purpose. Your purpose is what you're made to do. Your purpose is what you're made to do. Your job is what you're paid to do. So don't conflict your purpose, your job with your purpose, two different things. And when you find your purpose, listen to me, people will find you. You're like a tree planted by the riverside that has fruits. I have never, ever, and if you can answer this question in the comment, put something in the comment. I have never seen, Mobolaji, a tree that has fruit and is walking around saying, oh, I'm better, come and get some fruits. I'm here. No, when you find your purpose, which is your tree with fruits, people, even your enemies will find you. Even the people that hate you, Mobolaji, they will call you and say, we need help because you have gold.
Whoa,
so find your purpose.
That's hot. That's so hot, guys. If you feel you are stuck, ask yourself these questions: am I a tree? I can move. Take action. Action is in the movement. Action can never happen when you are static. Action can never happen when you are laid back. Your dreams cannot get closer to you towards becoming an actuality when you are static. So it is so important that you don't behave like a tree. However, I'm sure Maxwell, you agree with me, majority of people in the world behave like a tree. They believe it is over. Look at your story. You had to try 10, how many times? 12 times?
12 denials.
12 times all in, simply because you actually wanted to achieve your goal. And because you never gave up, you're able to achieve your goals. And when you even got to the United States, you only had $20 with you. And now you are sitting on millions. Okay, guys, this is an indication and a testimony around you not being static. You got to get your butt off that seat, off that bed, off that chair, and put in the work and bring your life, bring your dreams to life. It is important. It is important, like Maxwell mentioned. Okay, so Maxwell, the other question I want to ask you is this. This might be a very tough one. Before we go to your newest book, between this and the second book, which of the chapters happens to be your best chapter between this, your first book, and the second book that you mentioned?
So my best chapter is in my second book. And I want to say that that's a beautiful question, Mubalaji. When you don't have to be great to get started. If someone can type this in the comment, you don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started to be great. I'm going to repeat that so that somebody gets this in their subconsciousness. You don't have to be great to get started at anything you want to do, but you have to get started to be great. When I wrote my first book, I didn't even believe it was going to happen. But it's not my best. My second book is better, but I had to get started. Now, going back to the chapter, I like a chapter in my second book, and I talked about the richest place in the world. And Mubalaji, we've been to some speaking gigs together. You must have heard me say this over and over again. And I talked about the richest place in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, in that second book, Higher is Calling, the richest place in the world, I got this from my mentor, Dr. Monroe's. The richest place in the world is not the bank, it's not Union Bank or First Bank next to your house, right? It's not all the big places in America, the houses, no. It's not the oil mines in Saudi Arabia. The richest place in the world, ladies and gentlemen, is the cemetery. The richest place out in the world is the graveyard. Why is the graveyard so rich? I'll tell you why. Because most people die at 25, get buried at 75. Because they're giving up on life. And when they die at 75, they take their gifts to the cemetery. They take their gifts to the graveyard. What gifts am I talking about? In the cemetery now buried is people who should have become presidents. In the cemetery today is buried people who should have become vice president of Nigeria, people who should have written books, people who should have been the next Dangote, but they never took action. So they died with their purpose. They died with their gift that they have to deliver to the world. They took it back to dust. They took it back to the graveyard. So my word for you today, listening to the sound of my voice, you are listening to me today because we're cut from the same feather. If you're still here listening to us, it's because we have a message for you. And my message for you is don't die with your greatness in you. You need to fight and bring it out. Take the fight to fear and overcome. Become who you're designed to be. A car is designed to drive, cannot fly, and it does it well. A plane is designed to fly. You can't drive it on the road because it's designed to fly. Now I'll leave you with these words. What are you designed to do? And do it well.
Wow.
Back to you, Mubalaji.
Yeah, wow. There's something you mentioned that actually got my attention, and that was some people are already dead before before they are buried. that's a powerful one, and it's so true, because we see so many people around because of one challenge or the other, they go dead, they become inactive, and the only thing they're only waiting for is to be buried. That shouldn't be our position. That shouldn't be our thoughts. We should always learn to understand that opportunities comes from challenges. Okay? Opportunities come from challenges.
Right.
So in as much as we are facing a challenge, it is an indirect communication telling you that there's an opportunity out there. It's more like a program I watched today. Is it Shark Tank or something, whereby investors, capital ventures, capitalists will sit, and entrepreneurs we showcase their business, and they will decide whether they want to invest in it or not. And eventually they lost the entire 6 panelists. They said they weren't interested and they left, but they were struggling. They were struggling to say, was that a good decision for them? And 2 of them had to call them back. They're already at the exit door. The door has already been shut on them. And what they mentioned was that they said that what mattered most was that they showed up. What mattered most was that they're able to present what their purpose was, what their mission was, what their opportunity was. But as they were about leaving that particular stage, the door opened again, and they were called back in. And guess what happened? They were requesting for a $25,000 investment. They got the double. They got the double. So that speaks to what Maxwell has been saying. Okay? Don't die where you're living. Don't die while you're living. Go for it. When their challenges come, know it's an opportunity presenting itself to you. Okay? So thank you so much, Maxwell. So now let's go to your new book. I'm really excited about that. So
absolutely,
if you guys are getting value so far, you can just drop a comment in the comment section, or you can hit the love button, and let's do it.
You can drop a question, drop it in the comments.
Yeah, if you got question as well, you can drop questions in there, so I can check them out, and I can let Maxwell know as well. So the title of your 3rd book is Just Eat the Worm. Just eat the worm. What does that mean? Eat the worm. In my language, they say okolo worm that comes from the soil. Just eat the worm.
Yes, sir.
What's that? Yeah. Can you just explain what that means?
So I was thinking about what to name this book, and there is no other greater name than the name Just Eat the Worm. I want you to think about eating the worm right now. Anyone listen to this call, think about grabbing some worms and trying to eat it. It is disgusting, hard stuff. Oh my goodness. But I'm here to tell you that the success that you seek is also seeking you. But the success that you seek deserves you to do the hard stuff, the hard work, making those calls, talking to people, putting in the action. It is not easy. It's messy in the middle, then the glory comes at the end. I love what my mentor, Les Bown, said. If you do what's hard, if you do what's easy, your life is going to be hard. If you do what's hard, your life is going to be easy. This is no pump. I know most people listen to people hyping them up. Close your eyes, open your eyes. Here goes success. Success has a price tag. There is no discount to greatness. There is a price to pay to get whatever you want. There is a price tag to that thing you're looking for. And it takes you to do the hard stuff. Just eat the worm. Me and my wife would play around the house with this statement, just eat the worm. When we try to procrastinate about something, she tells me, come on, just eat the worm. Just do it. Stop complaining. And this is what just eat the worm is. We are scared to do the hard stuff. Life will throw things at you every single day. It will not stop, but you can't stop it. You can't stop the adversity. You can't stop COVID-19. What can we do? We can eat the worm. We can do the hard stuff that is going to project us through the adversity. We can do the hard stuff that is going to help us penetrate through the trials, through the crisis. I love what Mobology previously said when he talked about challenges. Now I'm going to put it to you in a different way. And if you can type this in the comments, please do. In every adversity, the opportunity is always greater than the adversity. Folks, this year I have made the biggest amount of money I've ever made in the history of my life in COVID-19. What did I do differently? I decided to see. Yes, I don't like COVID-19. Yes, I don't want people to die, but I still have to look at what this adversity can bring. I'm not going to let the adversity go without taking a blessing from it. Adversity comes with a bigger blessing. When adversity comes, it comes in Nigeria, we call it area boy. They make noise. The adversity comes, they make noise. But behind the adversity is a greater opportunity. So when you're covered with the noise, you fail to see the opportunity. You fail to see the blessing in that adversity. So I love what one of the ancient philosopher Marcus says. He said, if you are affected by things, it's not from the thing itself. If you are affected by anything external, like COVID-19, what's affecting you is not the thing itself, it's your estimate of it. It's the way you interpret it. It's the way you see it. If you change the way you see things, the things around you begin to change. The things around you, you begin to see it in a different way versus just looking at the adversity. You will sit down, relax, and say, what can this teach me? What opportunity can I get from this? How can I use this to project my life? How can I use this to take me from a 0 to a 10 versus complaining and saying, oh, the adversity is doing this. Oh, people are dying. Yes, we know we can't stop that. But if we decide to pivot our thinking, if we decide to estimate things differently, then success will begin to creep in.
Yeah, thank you so much. There's something I also like here in Nigeria, like let me just use the instance of COVID. Okay, so before COVID got to Nigeria, we got hold of the information like 3 or 4 months ahead, and people that understood what opportunities are out of adversity. Nobody wishes for bad things like COVID and all that, but business is business, okay? People that saw what was coming had to quickly stock up. You know, they placed order for face masks, sanitizer, and all that. They stock up. So when it now came into the country and the government had to, you know, instill lockdown, you know, policies, and because there was a deadline to that lockdown, people were so desperate to get face masks, hand sanitizer, and all that, and they were paying 1,000%. When I say 1,000%, I'm sure the Nigerian audience will connect. Things that might have gone for just 500 naira or 200 naira, people were selling it for like 3,000, 4,000. That the government at some point had to intervene to say anyone that sells this thing, you know, in a crazy way will be sanctioned. And guess what? People were still buying this stuff in the black market at very, very crazy prices. You can now imagine the ROI, the return on investment that those kind of people would have made. So I'm trying to share this kind of experience, which is still currently ongoing. Okay, like what somebody just told me now. The person told me that second wave is happening in Nigeria, and what that means that there's going to be high demand for this same health apparatus that people have let go. So if anybody wants to take advantage of the second wave, because across the world, it is something that is common, and it is the way we just coming back to Nigeria. They should stock up and get this stuff because people will start rushing them as well. Okay, and what that speaks to is that when you see challenges, don't be in that group. You know, differentiate yourself and look at the challenges from afar and ask yourself this question: how can this challenge be mitigated? How can this challenge be resolved? How can this challenge be averted from future occurrences? So in the process of you trying to think around these challenges, not directly at the challenges, but try to create a solution for these challenges, the opportunity. Okay? Look at Facebook, for instance. He sat down and he asked himself this question: how can people socialize? And when I read the story, he told his parents, Mom, Dad, I'm going to do something. Kid, what are you going to do? I'm going to create something that strangers will trust strangers, strangers will do business with strangers. They're like, you're out of, it doesn't make sense. But he saw what he needed to do. And now Facebook is controlling almost 70 to 80 billion of the world's population, 80% of the world's population. Okay, so it's all about your vision. It's all about your dream. It's all about your focus. It's all about your purpose, like Maxwell mentioned. So it is important that you keep focus around your micro environment. You keep focus around your micro and macro environment. You look at the challenges and you try to think of solution. The more you think of solution, the better you become. However, the more you stick yourself with challenges, the worse you become. So it is important that you keep your team around team of solution providers. And that is one way that you can actually, propel your dreams to life. Okay. So, so Maxwell, I want to ask something. Because I see some of the headers, but if I have to pick anyone from these headers, trust me, it will definitely be believe in yourself and abilities. Can you just try to give some insight around that? Because it relates to my mantra, go beyond yourself. So it actually got my attention.
So that's a fantastic topic. That's a fantastic chapter to actually read, because there's nothing you can achieve if you don't believe in yourself. Success requires a different mindset of thinking, a different way of thinking. If where you are today, I want you to look at your results. Take 2 to 5 seconds. Think about the results you have today. And the results you have today is a result of your belief. It's a result of your thinking, how you believe in yourself. I mean, most people will not even bet on themselves. People go to the lottery. They play lottery. They go to the casino. They play casino, kalo, what we call it in Africa, but they can't even bet on themselves. They don't believe in themselves that they can be successful because of the mindset they have. I love what the good book says. It says, be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. You have to feed your mind good stuff. This discussion we're having today is material, is food for the mind. And if you don't feed your mind good stuff, your belief system will take whatever it gets, whatever it sees, which is attracted by your senses, by what you see, what you touch, what you smell, begins to form your belief system. They call it the unconscious mind in the scientific world. What you see, what you touch, what you continuously say about yourself. The book has great affirmation. What are you saying about you that's affecting your life? When I wake up in the morning, after I do my prayers, I go into affirmation. I say, I am successful. I am courageous. If you listen to people's speech, Try this for the next 7 days. Listen to people talk when they talk. Listen to their I am. They are introducing themselves. They are telling you about their belief system. Oh, the country is so hard. I am poor. That is your belief system. The person that says, I will overcome. I will come up with creative idea. The person's belief system is cropping up. It's a different mindset, a different type of belief system. So you have to continuously feed your mind, feed your belief system about you. Know that you can do this, and it comes with repetition. It comes with, I'm not a fan of Hitler, but Hitler uses the belief about himself and about his people to overcome during the war. They call it auto-suggestion. If you read the book, Think and Grow Rich, the power of auto-suggestion can change your subconsciousness, can change your result. If you tell yourself every single day, I cannot do this job, I cannot do this job, guess what? It affects your mentality. It affects your mindset, and you begin to put less effort in getting it done. But when you say, I can do this, you're opening up the brain to look for ways to get it done. So everything, every success starts from you believing in yourself. Mobalaji, if you don't believe in yourself, people will not believe in you. Why should we trust you when you don't trust yourself? Why should I invest in you when you cannot invest in yourself? I need you to first believe in yourself. Believe, take care of you first before you take care of other people. I just remember the quick story because I worked with the airline in the past for a long time, and they say, right, when something is happening, when there's turbulence on the plane, what do? You put a mask on yourself, then you put it on the kid. It might not sound fair. Why didn't they say put the mask on the kid and put it on you when we're about to crash? Because you have to take care of you before you can take care of other people. So what am I trying to say in this chapter is you have to believe in yourselves. And I give you the strategies on how you can do it. The strategies on how you can motivate yourself. The strategies on how you can improve your belief about you and begin to say positive things about you, and you begin to act differently. Your result will change. But I can't get you to produce results if you don't believe in you.
Yeah, awesome. Awesome one. So something here is this. Some people will go and do calculator and do betting. Meanwhile, they can't bet on themselves. They can't believe in themselves. So it is so important, because the source of every success story starts from that belief. And that belief is all around you believing in yourself, putting Almighty first, and putting your best, putting the hard work, putting the dedication, putting the commitment. It is so crucial. And that actually brings us to that sensitive topic that always make people, stumble, which happens to be crisis. And you speak about crisis, whereby you made mention of never to waste crisis, never to let go of crisis. Can you just talk more about that?
So yes, in the book I talk about never waste a crisis.
Exactly.
Never waste a crisis. Before COVID-19 goes, I want to say this again so people don't think I'm insensitive. I will never pray for COVID-19. I pray against COVID-19. I want nobody to get it, because people are dying every single day. In the US, for example, the suicide rate for kids, for children, has skyrocketed. Not even adults, children. People are dying. And guess what? We have millions of people who are getting ready to be evicted from their homes. We just had a law that was passed months ago to protect people who have lost their job, people who cannot pay their rent, to protect them. This law has been protecting them for 3 months, but it's over December 31st. These people are going to be homeless. These people are going to have no homes. So It's not easy, but you have to stop for a minute and think, what can I do creatively to bring me out of this crisis? Am I going to waste this crisis and say, if I had known the second wave was coming, I should have stocked up the mask and made 10,000 x 10,000 times your income. So don't be carried away by the crisis. Think about what you can do. Everything is going online. Click an order right now. What can you do as a business? What can you do as a person to create wealth for yourself in the midst of this chaos, in the midst of this crisis? When we let ourselves, our mind, get carried about all the suicide, all the crazy stuff going in, we are blinded to see the opportunity. We are going to waste the crisis. Because trust me, the opportunity in this crisis, when the crisis goes, when the COVID goes, most of the opportunities are going to come down to zero. Who is going to buy your mask 10 times more when COVID-19 vaccine or the drug is found and they don't need the mask anymore? You have missed the bus. So what bus are you looking at now that you're getting ready to miss? Get on the bus. Think creatively. What can you do? What can you learn from this crisis? How can you use this to help people? It's not about just making money. I know people who have lost people due to COVID-19, and now they're helping other people not to be in the same situation. That is learning from the situation and helping other people. So let's not just talk about money. There are other things that are attached to us helping people become better, helping people, supporting their families, people who have gone through trauma. How did you go through the situation and come out strong? How can I learn from this situation? So the summary is, never let a crisis waste. There is a gift in that crisis for every single person. There is no scarcity of money, there's scarcity of ideas. Wow. There is no recession, there's a recession with ideas. Wow. Recession happens to the nation, recession will never happen to your ideas. It takes you coming out to think, sit down. You see, I tell people, momentum is a leader's best friend. Momentum. You see, the crisis, when you're in a basketball game or a basketball game, for example, and one team is winning, they are taking the 3 points, they're winning. The other coach quickly calls timeout. Why is he calling timeout? Because he knows he needs to slow the momentum down so he can re-strategize and replan so his team can win. But if he lets the momentum keep going, he's going to lose the game. Now, I want to bring this same story in a crisis situation. The crisis comes with momentum. It's high. You need to slow down, slow the crisis down and think and pivot. What can I think? What can I do creative? Now you slow down the momentum. You slow down your thinking that is going all through the places. Slow it down. What can I think? What can I do differently to produce results? So never, ever waste a crisis. There is an opportunity. There is a gift waiting for you in that situation that you're crying about.
Wow. That's so powerful right there. Because when it comes to momentum, momentum is just not in what we see, but it is in our thought as well. In the sense that if you decide to get yourself bogged down by crisis, by challenges, and you don't slow down the momentum of that particular thought, you are going to get drowned with that particular crisis.
Exactly.
However, if you're able to, understand on time and realize that this crisis is causing so much negativity around you, perhaps based on the kind of people you mix with, separate yourself, to slow down the momentum so that you don't get bogged with it. It's similar to the TV news. I can't remember the last time I watched TV news. I understand that each time I switch on the TV, negative, 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 negative. So I don't want to be drowned in those negativities. As a matter of fact, when some of my colleagues, my friends, they talk to me to say, hey, did you hear that? Did you see that? I say, when did that one happen? When did it happen? Are you not even in Nigeria? It is because I decided to slow down the momentum of negativity around me that can influence my thoughts. Rather, I associate myself with people like Maxwell and some other incredible personalities out there that have associated themselves around positivity. So rather than drown my own momentum into crisis, I have transitioned and pushed my momentum into positivity, into opportunity, into helping people, into impacting people, because that brings joy to me, that makes me healthier, that makes me feel fulfilled with respect to part of the purpose I want to achieve. So if you are seeing this, look at yourself and decide, are you quickest to pass gossip? Are you quickest to always read negativity? Are you quickest to always get drowned in crisis? If you belong to that school of thought, my advice today, like Matthew mentioned, you need to switch. Switch team. It's a team. Switch team from the negative to the positive, and you will see what will happen, because you see light at the end of the tunnel. You start seeing things the way you have not been seeing them in the first place. Because I see people reaching out to me to say, hey, I'm always gingered, I'm always like filled with energy and all that. Those are part of the secret, okay? The kind of people you mix with, the kind of information you expose yourself to. Trust me, even in technology, the algorithm understand. If you want negativity, YouTube will keep providing with negativity. Facebook will keep giving you negativity. Instagram will still give you negativity. And that can lead to hypertension, that can lead to depression, that can lead to loss of ideas. Like Maxwell mentioned, there is no recession. However, what is lacking is, what is existing is recession in ideas. But if we decide to look inward and think around solutions, how you can help people, okay, you realize that you are filled with potentials, you are filled with ideas, you are filled with creativity. So I challenge you today that you need to, your cap, get the cap of positivity on and let go the cap of negativity, and see where that will lead you. So thank you so much, Maxwell. So what's the name of the book so people can really know, and where can they get the book?
So the book is called Just Eat the Worm. Just, as in J-U-S-T.
Do you have the
Eat.
Do you have the book? Can you just display the book if you have it somewhere close by there?
I don't have it with me right now. It's somewhere upstairs.
Okay. So let me just show you guys what it looks like from my phone, so you can see. So where can they get it, Maxwell? Because I'm expecting my own copy.
It's on Amazon right now.
Okay.
You can get it on Amazon. Just type. It's a yellow book. You can't miss it. It looks beautiful.
I love it.
So you just type "Just Eat the Worm" on Amazon. I have discounted this book for a reason. It's only 99 cents. It's not because I don't love making money. This book is not about money, it's about the impact. The lowest I could get it down to, so people, because you have to put down something to get something. And I brought it down to as low as you can put down, so the rich, the poor, the average, everyone can afford 370 naira. Or somebody can afford it to help someone else. Because the value in this book is life-changing. The value in this book, please don't go into 2021 with the same vehicle you're driving in 2020. When I say vehicle, I'm not talking about a car. I'm talking about you, your mindset, your results. Plan to do more, plan to produce more. And it starts with you now, because success is embedded in the now. Success is embedded in you taking action. Success is in the content, the materials, the videos, the things you watch that changes your mindset. Most people are operating on a DOS system, and they wonder why they can't move fast. They wonder why they're moving so slow. People are using Windows 2021. They still have a DOS in their mindsets. And this book is going to restore, is going to put in a new software for you. It's going to put in a software better than the Windows 2021. It's going to give you what you need to skyrocket to space, to take you to the orbit, to give you a new life, to make you unstoppable, to make you that person you dreamt about. Stop watching people live your dreams. Stop watching people drive your car. It's time for you to get up, because why? You have greatness in you. You were built for a reason. You were inbuilt with a greatness in you. Stop watching it happen. It's time for you to wake up and do this for you. Do this for your family. If you can't invest in yourself, 375 naira to get strategies that will transform your life, then you're going to remain in the same position. You're going to be hovering around and wondering why you're getting the same result, because you keep using the DOS. We have left that system. It's outdated. That's why some people move so slow, because they rely on the past. No, there is a new future. There is a new way of doing business. So many businesses got shut down. Why? Because they were still trying to use the same old method of doing business. Everything is online. I know a friend, his restaurant lost everything. And he came to me, Maxwell, I'm losing everything. What should I do? I said, pivot. Take your business online. And he has made, oh my goodness, he has made money he has never made before because of a creative decision. So that idea you think you have, that you're married to, is not going to take you. If you have used it for this long and it has produced the result that you have today, it means you need an upgrade. You need a Max 2020 Windows. You need to transform your mind and install new software, install new ways of thinking, so that when you go into 2021, you are going in ready. You're not going in and thinking, what am I going to do? It's another year. I remember a long time ago, because I stayed in the northern part in Nigeria, in Kaduna, and the house of mine said, it means that it just happened. Things just, God brought it to you. So what are you going to do about it? He's there to help you. Don't just sit down and say, it happens, and you do nothing about your situation. It's time, Nigeria. It's time for us to wake up. It's time, the new generation. It's time for us to stand up and become creative, because there is no recession. The recession is in our ideas. And when the ideas can come out of recession, oh my goodness, things begin to change. You begin to see a remarkable result. Back to you, Mobology.
Yeah, wow, powerful words right there. And something I have to tell you guys is, like I told you, Maxwell loves to impact. We share the same bond. We love to impact. And for the release of his third book, which happens to be Just Eat the Worm, okay, he's discounting it to less than $1, and that is 99 cents, and that is less than 400 there. And in addition to this, he told me something else, the $250,000 as well, that he's willing to commit $250,000. Okay, so basically how that works, their terms and conditions, is that if it's going to end tomorrow in the evening, Sunday, is that if you purchase your own book today and you get 10 additional people to purchase that book, okay, you can leave purchased in the comment section of this particular live. Then the team will be watching out for comments in there to reach out to you. And you are not alone. There are other people in the US, in the UK, across Africa and Europe. Then there's going to be a draw, and the winner will be selected. So this is a limited offer. It's going to end tomorrow. Okay, so I suggest if you want to take advantage of that, you can take advantage of it. Because one advantage you'll be taking off is that The promo costs $1, which is less than 400 naira. Then if you empower yourself with the priceless content and strategies within the book. 3, if you have 10 like-minded individuals, get them to empower themselves between today and tomorrow. Then the team will actually reach out to you, okay, to letting you know that you have been drawn along other people, and on due date, Maxwell will draw the whole event, and the winner will actually be selected. So I thought I should let you guys know, and the winner will be going on with approximately $250,000 in naira. Okay, so it's a good way for entrepreneurs, passion owners to have access to that, and most importantly, have access to the content of that particular book. So we want to use this opportunity to thank you so much, Maxwell, and for empowering the world, empowering me, inspiring me. Yeah.
Just to add to that, sorry for jumping in.
Yeah.
There is a quote, and I always go by that quote because it has transformed a lot of people's life. If you give enough people everything they want, you're going to get everything you want in this life. So you buying this book and having someone do the same, adding value to their life, this is how your life begins to grow. This is how your life begins to expand, you helping other people. It's not about the money you're going to win, it's about the people you're impacting. So don't think this $250,000 is all about the $250,000. No, it's all about impact. We want to drive people to impact other people, because the more lives we change, the better country we have. The more lives we change, the better people we have. So it's not about the $250,000. Yes, we're giving out $250,000, but the reason behind it is impact, is driven by impact. We want people to get this material so they can start thinking differently. They can start thinking creatively and never waste a crisis. Back to you, Bud.
Yeah, thank you so much, Maxwell. Then I forgot to mention, you can get the book on Amazon. So I'm going to post the link in the comment section of this particular session. Okay, so you can go click on that link, make your $1 payment. And like Maxwell mentioned, the most important part is the impact, the investment you have on yourself towards opening up your mind. Okay, like the way it happened to Maxwell. You know, he tried 12 times to apply for a visa. He got into US with $20. Now he's sitting on millions of dollars simply because of this strategy that he will be sharing within that particular book. So it is important that you associate yourself with resources such as that, so that you can step yourself better, you can become better than a second ago. Because what makes up the betterness of human is your thought. Okay, if your thought process changes into the positive side, okay, the rest of your body will align and you realize that you are better a second ago. So thank you so much, Maxwell. So any last word, Maxwell, before we call it today?
So the last word, I'm going to repeat it. I'm going to be repetitive. I'm going to be redundant. And I'm doing this for a reason, because I want to wake up something in you. You listening to me, you're not listening to me by mistake. You're listening to me because we're from the same feather. And I want you to hear this. Every 95% of the population will talk about the recession. That's not our problem. No. The problem we have is a recession right there. I know people in Nigeria making money from the US, from Italy, from Germany, sitting down in their room in Nigeria. So let's begin to change our notion that there is a recession. That is not our problem. A recession or no recession doesn't determine your success. Your success is determined by your mindset. So change your thinking. Get off the recession thinking and get to a thinking that produces result. Start thinking differently. And for you to do this, you need to install a new software. Get My software is less than $1. It's put less than $1 for a reason, because I want it to be affordable. No one should miss this opportunity, because this is massive value. And guess what? You can always send me a question or send me a message. I am always willing to help my people. But first, it starts with you helping yourself. Because the first question I'm going to ask you is, did you get my book? Did you read my book? And you say, no, I can't help you because I need the software running so I can hone it and bring out the beauty, bring out the best in you. Back to you.
Yeah. So powerful words right there. Okay, so if you want to reach out to Maxwell, you can search for Maxwell Adekoya. I'm going to put his profile link also there.
But make sure
so you can
you got the book and read the book before you reach out to me. I can't help you on the POS, on the DOS software. I can't help you.
So for you to reach out to him, you need to get the book so that you upgrade your software, you change your mindset, you upgrade your mentality, so that when he's discussing with you, there's a baseline at which you will discuss towards helping you step up. Okay, so it is so important. So thank you so much, Maxwell. Thank you for healing the world. Thank you for assisting as many people as possible. Thank you for inspiring me as well. So we'll be seeing soon, and do have a great day ahead. Bye.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Mobalaji is the man. You want to click on his page and subscribe to his, I think he had the business page, he had the personal page, but I'm telling you, he's the real deal. There is no hype in what we do at all. We give it to you the way you need to get it done and see the results you want, not hype you into fake results. The results are real. So subscribe to his channel. He is the deal. He will take your business from a 0 to a 1,000. So thank you guys for listening, and God bless.
Thank you. Thank you, Maxwell. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah. Yes.